Hello everyone, hello YouTubers and hello coming YouTubers. So today I'm sharing some tips in regards to growing your YouTube channel. So this video is about the best practices of 2025 in regards to YouTube and the algorithm. So if you want to grow your channel and get more views, stay tuned. So the first and most important tip is focus on watch time and engagement. So watch time is the total amount of time people spend watching your videos. So it's one of the most important factors on YouTube's algorithm when determining which videos to promote or to recommend. So it's a ranking factor. Videos with higher watch time are likely to be recommended to more users through suggested videos, through the search result, and also through the homepage. So you need to maximize your watch time and you need to keep your content engaging from start to finish so your viewers are actually engaging with your video. And engagement is important because engagement signals quality to the YouTube algorithm. A high engagement shows the YouTube algorithm that people are not only actually clicking on your video and watching them, but they're also interacting with them, signaling that this content has something that other viewers would most likely also view and like. So make sure that you ask people to like and to comment and subscribe to your video, and make sure yourself to return and answer the comments on those who comment on your video. The next thing is that engagement also boosts the feeling of community with your viewers, and that means that they have a higher chance of actually returning to your channel and also to interact more with your channel in general, which is increasing loyalty and long-time success. So the next thing you need to do is to optimize your titles, your thumbnails, and your descriptions. So your title is the first thing that viewers see, so you need to make it descriptive and to include relevant keywords. You need to keep it concise and clear so people know what they're actually clicking through and what their expectations should be for your video. So when you have this title that would make people click on your video and not to be disappointed when you're actually watching the video, you need to create an eye-catching thumbnail. So when we talk thumbnails, your thumbnail is the first visual impression viewers will have of your video, and it greatly affects your click-through rate. So thumbnails should be visually appealing and give viewers a sense of what your video is about. So first and foremost, for a thumbnail to be appealing, you should use high quality images. So your thumbnail should be clear, it should be high resolution, and it should be visually engaging. So if you have a blurry or pixelated image, that will just look unprofessional and people won't click on your video. Another thing is to include faces in your thumbnail, if you have that option, because expressions, especially strong expressions like being happy or shocked or something like that, tend to perform better. So people initially and just instantly connect with faces, and that increases engagement and makes your video and your thumbnail stick out in all the other ones. So another thing that is quite basic but can also sound quite hard is to use colors. So color analysis is quite important in regards to your thumbnail, and one easy trick is just to use high contrast. So if you have colors that contrast each other or just general lights that are contrasting, it will stick out in the blur of all the other thumbnails. So you need to make sure that the colors that you use or the light that your thumbnails had don't just blend in with the rest of the tapestry. You need to stand out and make people click on your video. Another thing is to add just a short and bold text so people have a feeling of what is going on and then can get some context of what your video is about. You should keep your text minimal because remember, this is just people who are briefly browsing by, so they can't read anything as such. You'll just see few words like best or top. And that simplicity is also one of the best advices I actually have for thumbnails. In the beginning, I tended to overcomplicate my thumbnails because I thought it looked interesting and intriguing. But you need to remember that when people are looking at the screen and they're getting presented with like lots of videos, they need to have easy access to what your video is about. So thumbnails, they should be bright, clear, and compelling. So this is what gets people to click and also what makes your video stand out on that front page or in that search history. And then there's the description. I tend to forget my description, but that is quite important not to, because you need to explain what your video is about while incorporating relevant keywords as well. So the first 1 to 2 lines should really grab attention, because those are the lines that show when the video with the thumbnail is shown to your audience. So these 2 lines are actually what will, after the initial thumbnail and title has caught the attention, that will make them click through in the end. So the best practices for titles are to be clear and descriptive, to use keywords, and to be concise but catchy. So you need to incorporate numbers or lists, and you need to use power words. So your title needs to clearly tell the viewers what the video is about. People need to know exactly what they're clicking on, so you need to avoid vague or misleading titles. So no clickbait. Instead, you need to use some keywords. Maybe use strong attention-grabbing words like something being essential or the ultimate guide, or to do how to, the best something, or the top 5. So in that way, you do not use clickbait, but you still have a catchy title that makes people think, is it really the ultimate guide? Or, do I agree with this ranking? So it also initiates people to actually engage with your video and not only click on it. Another thing I tend to forget is that my viewers are on different medias. So people are not only watching YouTube on their PC, they're also watching on their tablets, on your phones, and on your TV. So your title should be short enough to be readable on all devices. So especially on a mobile phone, where titles are cut off at around 60 characters. So the third thing is to have a consistent upload schedule. And this is one of the things that I struggle with a bit, because it's really hard to maintain a schedule. But being consistent with your uploads is crucial. So set a schedule and stick to it so your audience knows when to expect new content. So consistency helps you stay visible in YouTube's algorithm, and if you can, just plan your uploads ahead of time using YouTube's scheduling tool. In that way, you can maintain a steady flow of content, and you can constantly feed the YouTube algorithm with its consistency. Because YouTube tends to reward consistency, channels that upload frequently, but without sacrificing the quality, of course, are more likely to be recommended in the home feed, in the suggested videos, and also in the search history. And this is because YouTube prefers active channels that regularly engage their audience. So the consistent upload schedule can also improve your watch time, as your viewers will be more likely to watch new videos as soon as they're uploaded. So to have a consistent upload schedule, you need to determine with yourself how often you actually can upload without sacrificing the quality. And trust me, this is what I struggle with the most, because sometimes I'm just so very inspired to do videos, and sometimes I'm not. So one thing, and my best advice, is to actually batch your videos. So when you're inspired to make a lot of videos, do it. Film multiple videos in one day, and then edit them and upload them in a steady flow or just instantly. That way you'll make sure that you have videos batched up for when you're not in the mood to actually film, or maybe when your ideas run dry. Some of the more common upload frequencies are once a week, and that's often a sweet spot for many YouTubers because it allows time for high quality content creation, and it also builds viewer anticipation. You can also upload twice a week, so if you have the capacity to create content quickly and efficiently, that can really increase your exposures. The third alternative is every other week. So if you're just starting out, or your videos are very detailed and take a lot of time to produce, you should upload bi-weekly, because the most important thing is that your schedule is sustainable for you. So when you've determined how many times you can upload, you should check out which days and at what time your audience is actually watching YouTube. You can see that under analysis, under viewers, where you'll be able to see a schedule for when your viewers are actually active. So this will increase your videos getting early views, and also to boost the algorithm. So this advice is quite new to me, but it is to use hashtags wisely. So hashtags are a powerful way to help people discover your videos, and you need to only use around 3 to 5 relevant hashtags. So you have to not overdo it. YouTube may ignore all hashtags if you use more than 15. So you need to make sure that you have few hashtags and that they match the content and don't mislead your viewers. So this is new to me. I used to just stuff hashtags into my videos, and that is a big mistake. The hashtag will increase video discovery because the YouTube algorithm will be able to tell what your video is about and to show it to the relevant audience. And in regards to picking what hashtags to use, you should either determine between having popular hashtags and niche hashtags. So the popular hashtags will make your video show up in the larger audience's search history, but you'll also have a lot more competition, so it might not make your video perform better for that reason. But on the contrary, if you pick niche hashtags, you will of course appeal to a smaller audience, but if that audience is the right audience, they will actually watch your video, engage with it, and that will also boost the YouTube algorithm. And when actually writing in the hashtags, make sure that you actually prioritize them, because YouTube does. So the first 3 hashtags are the ones that are most important to the YouTube algorithm. So don't save that sweet spot hashtag till the end. The 3 first spots are the more important, and make sure that you use them wisely. That was 4 tips for your YouTube uploads. So please let me know in the comments, what are your plans for your channel? Link to the channel. And if you have any more advices for YouTubers out there, and for myself included, please share them. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of your channels out there, and stay tuned for other videos. Bye!